In the age of ancients, the world was unformed, shrouded by fog. A land of grey crags, arch trees, and everlasting dragons. But then there was fire, and with fire came disparity. Heat and cold, life and death, and of course, light and dark. Then from the dark they came and found the souls of lords within the flame. Nito, the first of the dead. The Witch of Izalith and her daughters of Chaos. Gwyn, the Lord of Sunlight, and his faithful knights. And the furtive pygmy, so easily forgotten. With the strength of lords, they challenged the dragons. Gwyn's mighty bolts peeled apart their stone scales. The witches weaved great firestorms. Nito unleashed a miasma of death and disease. And Seath the Scaleless betrayed his own, and the dragons were no more. Thus began the Age of Fire. But soon the flames will fade, and only dark will remain. Even now, there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the living are seen carriers of the accursed dark sign. Yes, indeed. The dark sign brands the undead. And in this land, the undead are corralled and led to the north. Where they are locked away to await the end of the world. This is your fate.
Just like that. This is supposed to be Oscar. I'm not sure, it's not been verified, but the story goes this is Oscar. So we're gonna meet him later. Oh yeah, we're in our prison cell. Let's take a look at quick look at our gear. We have the straight sword hilt, which is broken. We have a standard helm, hard leather armor, hard leather gauntlets, and hard leather boots, and a black firebomb, of course. I'm not gonna read every item in the game, but I'm gonna do those items that I think is relevant to the story. And also, I'm not very proficient in the lore in the game, so I'm not going to convey as much lore I can. So when I know something, I'm gonna tell you about it. If I'm unsure of something, I will look it up, try to tell you about it. But if you're looking for lore, this is not the game. This is not the playthrough. But I'm gonna do my best. Okay, let's see what is on this corpse. Dungeon cell key. Pretty sure this is the key for this door. Yes. Something is walking around here. You can actually see the stray demon over here. You can come back here at a later point in the game, and you can actually fight this guy. And it gives you a great reward for that as well. It gives you a Titan or a slab. So it's a great idea to come back here at some point. And we're gonna do that as well. Gonna do this. Oh, mid-roll. I can manage that. Mid-roll. As long as it's not a fat roll, I'm fine with that. First bonfire, and we have to remember open this door so it's easy to get to this bonfire later in the game. So I'm gonna light this up, and I'm gonna do something here. I'm gonna dump this sword here. Yes. What? Can I drop it here? Yeah. Nope. Oh, that's because. Yeah, it's because, yes, that's why. There you go. What have I else? I got a black separation crystal. This can send the phantoms I've summoned home, and I can send myself home if I'm been summoned by someone else. And the black firebomb, and there's the dark sign. The dark sign is actually kind of a homeward bone. But if you use it, you lose all your humanity and souls, as it says there, and you can get back to a bonfire. If you don't have any problems doing that, do it. If you have, please don't. No Titanites, key, no spells, no weapons, no arrows, a little bit of armor, standard gear armor, no rings. That's it. Not much to go on. Let's go in here. Easy does it. Easy does it. If you walk, if you backtrack a little and you look up, you can actually see the asylum demon upstairs. He's gonna jump right down on your face. Anytime. There he is. It's gonna leave him be for now. You can actually, if you start off with the black firebomb, you can use the black firebomb on him. It takes about 5 pieces or something like that, and he's dead. And it leaves you a great weapon actually, if you can use it at that point. But we don't have to do it now. Not a bonfire, let's light it up. Our first starter item, the heater shield. It's kind of actually one of the better shields to start off with. It has 100% in physical and a 70% in bio resistance, which is kind of very high for a beginning shield. But the stability is only 55, which is one of the lower. Yeah, but still a good shield. Can I make him? Can I make him? Can I make him? Can I make him? Stare. Didn't do shit. But he's angry now. Is he? Is he? No, he's not. What's he gonna do? Oh, I need to equip my sword. There you have it. In this place that's... Yes. Backstabbing with the hand. Always fun to watch. Oh, need to equip that sword. And our first fort cake. You can see this is the Oscar guy who gave us the key, with the body with the key actually. And you can see there's something glowing over here. There's an item upstairs, but you can't get up here. You can try as much as you want, but you can't get up there, so yeah. But it's a very important item that is upstairs, so we have to get back here at some point. And also fight the straight demon. So yeah, lots of fun. Let's head down here. This is the door I talked about, we need to open. So it stays open when you open it for the first time, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. When you look up, you can see the boulder, so beware of that. There he is.
Oh, you. You're no Hallo. Thank goodness. I'm done for, I'm afraid. I'll die soon, then lose my sanity. I wish to ask something of you. You and I, we're both undead. Hear me out, will you?
Of course.
Regrettably, I have failed in my mission, but perhaps you can keep the torch lit. There is an old saying in my family, thou who art undead art chosen, and thine exodus from the undead asylum maketh pilgrimage to the land of ancient lords. When thou ringeth the bell of awakening, the fate of the undead thou shalt know. Well, now you know, and I can die with hope in my heart. Oh, one more thing. Here, take this. An Estus flask, an undead favorite. Oh, and this. Now I must bid farewell. I would hate to harm you after death. So go now, and thank you.
Okay, we got the Estus flask, which is kind of one of the most important items to have. When your health is low, you use it and your health is up again. Yeah. You can see my souls in a minute. Yeah, Oscar is dead. If you go back to see him, it's gone. Yeah, he's dead, unfortunately. Let's get up here and demolish this guy. There you have it. And the key we got from him is this door. Lots of guys. Come on. Ooh, I one-shot with the true hand. Nice. Wow, he's resilient. There, like so. Yeah, the door's locked. This is the path down to the item you saw on the other side. It's not a great item, but a good item to have. Because there are some areas that the item can help us with. Oh yeah, time for the boss. I made a jump attack, that's why I took extra damage. Yeah. This is the first boss. So if you're a new player, you're new to Dark Souls, and you meet this guy, yeah, you're in for a lot of trouble. I remember my first time, I had some difficulties to get to this boss. Yeah, this is the key we got from the boss. So we're out of here. Just some items we need to find here. I think there's a soul down here. You have to be careful not to slip off. Soul of a lost undead is a long way down. Quite a view. Oh, I want to show you that this is Snuggly the Crow.
You, give me warm, give me soft.
Yeah, you can leave some item for this crow, and you will get some. You will exchange that item for something else. Maybe it's possibly a titanite or something else. I can't remember which is which, but I never actually used that crow, so sometimes I do, sometimes I don't.
Only in the ancient legends it is stated that one day an undead shall be chosen. To leave the undead asylum in pilgrimage to the land of the ancient lords. Lordran.
You can actually see where we're going through. Blam! Here we are. Let's go talk to this guy. This is the Crestfallen Warrior. I need to remind you that at this point we only know we need to use a Bell of Awakening to present our destiny or something like that, and we don't know at this point where we're going and where the Bell of Awakenings are. So
Well, what do we have here? You must be a new arrival. Let me guess. Fate of the undead, right? Well, you're not the first. But there's no salvation here. You'd have done better to rot in the undead asylum. But too late now. Well, since you're here, let me help you out. There are, actually, 2 bells of awakening. One's up above in the undead church. The other is far, far below, in the ruins at the base of Blight Town. Ring them both, and something happened. Brilliant, right? Not much to go on. But I have a feeling that won't stop you. So, off you go. It is why you came, isn't it? To this accursed land of the undead?
So already there's a contradiction between the Crestfallen Warriors about the story about the Bell of the Awakening and Oscar's story about Bell of Awakening. The Crestfallen Warrior tells you there are 2 Bells of Awakening, and Oscar only tells you of 1. And Crestfallen Warrior gives you direction to both of them, so I think we need to talk a little more to him.
Ah, your face. You're practically hollow. But who knows? Going hollow could solve quite a bit.
Yeah, that's a very morbid. If you go hollow, you're practically dead. You're not a human anymore. You're not existent anymore. So if you hollowing, it means you're not able to pull through your destiny or something like that. So there's a point to what he's saying, but we don't want that.
What? Restoring your humanity? Well, there are a few ways to go about it. Collect it bit by bit from corpses. Or you can butter up a cleric and get yourself summoned. And the quickest way, although I'd never do it, is to kill a healthy undead and pillage its humanity. Coveting thy neighbor is only human, after all.
He's very morbid.
What are you looking at? Don't try anything clever. You might regret it.
Okay. Try one more time. I think he has more to say, actually.
What? You want to hear more? Oh, that's all we need. Another inquisitive soul. Well, listen carefully then. One of the bells is up above in the Undead church, but the lift is broken. You'll have to climb the stairs up the ruins and access the Undead Burg through the waterway. The other bell is back down below the Undead Burg, within the plague-infested Blight Town. But I'd die again before I step foot in that cesspool.
So now we actually get directions to where those bells are. So that's very nice.
Bloody hell, what is it now? You ask too many questions.
I think it's the last thing he says. Let's try again.
What now? I'm not up for chatting. Leave me alone.
Let's leave him. Okay, let's look around a bit. There's an item over here. I believe it's humanity. Yes, it is. And up here... down here there's fire bombs, I believe. Yep. The difference between black firebomb and firebomb... I'll try again. The difference between black firebomb and firebomb is actually how much damage they give. Although the black firebomb also have a bigger area of effect, so you can actually hit 2 people with it if you time your throwing good enough. But it gives more damage, so who cares? Ooh, there's a priest, I think.
Hello there. I believe we are not acquainted. I am Petrus of Thurland. Have you business with us? If not, I prefer to keep a distance, if possible.
Okay. You had me... I'm curious.
Hello there. I realize that I have requested that we retain our distance. But I also want you to know that it is not meant in ill will. Here, take this, as a token of peace. No, go ahead. It's for you. Oh my, you again. Oh, I know. How about this? I have to await my companions here anyway. So what if I were to teach you some miracles? Would that please you?
Sure, why not? I'm not sure why the copper coin stays in the air. No matter. I think I can probably put it away soon.
Very well. Then first, a covenant with the gods.
Yeah, why not? No, there it is. Covenant established.
Now let me share my miracles. Only their ultimate effectiveness will be determined by your efforts and your faith.
Let's learn the gesture. Yeah, he has the shrug gesture. Nice. Let's see what he has. Yeah, he has some spells. Great healing excerpt. Homeward. This is kind of homeward bone, just in miracle. Force. It pushes people away. Seek guidance. Just make these orangey scriptures on the ground more visible. I don't know. This is heal also, but this is a lesser kind of heal compared to this one. You can see this has only had 1 use, and the original and the ordinary heal has 5 uses. Let's see what he has. He got the talisman, and the Thorl and talisman. I think the talisman is the beginner talisman for the knight. I'm not sure. Yeah, that's what he got. Yeah. Let's see what he has to say.
My companions are Milady and her young knights. She is young, but burdened by an undead mission. We are her defenses, to keep her from harm.
Okay.
An undead mission? Regrettably, I cannot share that with you. But you are my pupil. Perhaps if you show your faith.
No, thank you.
I'm afraid that may be difficult, for our missions are sacred.
I'm sorry about that. I actually don't care. Let's
Come
leave him
again.
for now.
The effectiveness of the teachings depend upon your faith.
Up the stairs, some item here. I think it's the soul, actually. Yeah, soul of lost undead. This is the elevator the Crestfallen Warrior talked about, which is broken. We can actually get down here. Whoop! There's some chests down here, yes. So 1, 2, 3, and 4 down the alley. Let's take this one over here first. Cracked red eye orb. This is used for invade other worlds, if you're that kind of guy. So you have a Morning Star and a Talisman, so you can actually save your souls and go down here and get the beginner Talisman. So that's the way to do it. I'm curious about the Morning Star. How much damage does it do? 80 plus 12 with my longsword with a scaling of CC. Ooh, the mace is not just as good. 83 plus 9 is 92, and 80 plus 12 is 92, so it's the same. But it has a scaling in strength and dexterity. This has only scaling in strength, but it has a bleed effect. Gonna use the longsword for now. Lloyd Talisman. Let's look that up. Oops, sorry. Lloyd's Talisman. Talisman utilized by all Father Lloyd's cleric knight to hunt down the undead. Block Estes recovery within a limited area. In the outside world, the undead are cursed creatures, and Lloyd's cleric knights are rightly praised for their undead hunts. This blessed talisman blocks undead recovery, allowing the knights to fight with impunity. Yeah. This is you can use it as an online item, or you can use it against the NPCs as well. If you get a NPC invasion, you can block them from using their Estus Flask. But you can also use it at there are mimics in this game. You can, if you use a talisman on the mimic just open up wide, and you can see it there as asleep, and you can pick up the item that is inside the chest. If you don't do that and you just open the chest while the mimic is while it is a mimic, it comes alive and beats the shit out of you. Let's get out of here. Can you see down here? Those are skeletons. They will come alive when I get down here, and I don't want to battle them because they're very tough. I'm not supposed to be down here just yet. They come to life. Oh no! Run away! Run away! You can actually hear them. Oh, one just died. I think one just fell off the cliff. Nice.